Toyota just unlocked the Emperor's garage, and what rolled out could humiliate a Maybach. For generations, Toyota guarded the Century name like a national secret. Hand-built, almost invisible outside Japan, reserved for emperors, powerful chairmen, and the kind of passengers who never open their own doors. The rest of the world was never supposed to get close to it, but Toyota has just broken its own rule. This is the 2027 Toyota Land Cruiser Century, an SUV with a glowing royal grille, a white and gold cabin, reclining rear thrones, and the nearly indestructible engineering of a Land Cruiser underneath. A Century with ground clearance, a Land Cruiser with a throne room, and a price that could make Maybach owners feel robbed. Toyota did not simply unlock the crown this time, Toyota put it on sale. You are watching Classic Car Secrets, where the world's most extreme machines receive the premium breakdown they deserve. If you love rare luxury SUVs and machines that challenge the established order, hit like, subscribe, and tell me where in the world you are watching from. Now look closely, because this SUV becomes more unbelievable with every door we open. Before you notice anything else, look directly at the front. Toyota did not design a grille here. It built the entrance to a palace. Tall vertical bars stand across the entire nose, and every second bar glows from top to bottom, creating thin pillars of white light that make the whole front end burn like a royal gate after dark. It is bold, it is intimidating, and it looks nothing like the humble Toyota most people think they know. Above that illuminated grille, a standing hood ornament rises like a statue. This is the kind of detail normally associated with Rolls-Royce, Bentley, and old-world limousines. Not a Toyota SUV, but Toyota is not asking for permission anymore. The lighting is split into two dramatic levels. A narrow blade sits high on each corner, while vertical strips descend through the bumper like glowing columns. Beneath them, the lower fascia is built from layered black armor, finished with a wide silver protection plate. Then you step back, and finally understand the size. The body is long, tall, wide, and completely blacked out. Chrome slashes cut through the front fenders. Strong side steps sit beneath the doors. Massive dark turbine wheels fill squared-off arches, giving the Century a planted, almost architectural presence. Park this beside anything wearing a flying lady or a double M badge, and it no longer looks like the affordable Japanese alternative. It looks like their landlord. But the front is only Toyota's opening move, because most flagship SUVs whisper at the rear. This one sets the night on fire. Walk around the back, and the drama continues through vertical stacks of red light. 3 glowing columns rise on each side, connected by a razor-thin illuminated line stretching across the entire tailgate and cutting directly through the Toyota emblem. The rear glass sits high and dark beneath a proper roof spoiler. The shoulders are broad, the body appears almost perfectly upright, and the lower bumper carries the same layered armor seen at the front. But wait until darkness falls. From behind, the Century transforms into a wall of vertical red fire, with a glowing emblem floating in the center. It looks wider, taller, and more expensive than almost everything around it. There are no fake exhaust tips, no unnecessary decoration, no clutter, just light, proportion, and presence, used exactly the way the world's most exclusive luxury brands use them, as an unmistakable signature. And this rear design makes one very serious promise. If Toyota has put this much theater on the outside, what has it hidden behind those black windows? Let us open the door, because this is the exact moment the Land Cruiser disappears, and the Century takes over. The front cabin is covered in white leather and polished gold. Deeply quilted seats are outlined by precise gold piping, while the black upper dashboard creates a sharp contrast across the cabin. Then your eyes land on the passenger side. Century is written there in polished gold lettering, not loudly but confidently, as if reminding every passenger that this is no ordinary Toyota. The steering wheel is wrapped in warm cognac leather. But look at its center, there is no conventional Toyota badge. Instead, you find the Golden Phoenix, the legendary Century crest associated with Japan's most powerful passengers. That single emblem changes the atmosphere of the entire cabin. You are not sitting inside a more expensive Land Cruiser. You are entering another level of Toyota that the rest of the world was rarely allowed to experience. And the details continue, landing one after another. A crystal gear selector glows inside a gold ring. Open-pore wood runs across the center console. Sculpted metal speaker grills sit inside the doors. A wide floating display rises above the dashboard, surrounded by physical controls that feel substantial rather than delicate. Everything looks rich without becoming chaotic. Everything has a purpose. This is not a Toyota interior upgraded with expensive materials. This feels like an entirely different company that just happens to share a family name with Toyota. But do not get too comfortable in the front, because the front cabin is only the introduction, the rear is the coronation. Open the back door and two individual white thrones appear, deeply cushioned, heavily quilted, and finished with gold stitching along every edge. Each seat reclines independently. Each has its own powered leg rest rising from the floor. Each carries a soft pillow designed to support the head while the passenger disappears into the seat. Between them, a full-length console combines dark wood, black leather, storage compartments, personal controls, and a fold-out work surface. A private entertainment screen faces each passenger, while the soft white suede headliner glows gently around its edges. Close the door, rise the leg rest, lean back, and understand what you are sitting inside. This is the kind of craftsmanship Toyota spent generations perfecting for emperors, executives, and national leaders, now wrapped around the engineering of one of the most trusted luxury SUVs ever built. The German brands charge extraordinary money for this experience. Toyota delivers it quietly, in white leather and gold, with Land Cruiser strength underneath, silk above, iron below. That is the entire identity of the Land Cruiser Century. It is not simply luxury added to an SUV, it is royalty, finally given ground clearance. And to crown this heavy needs serious engineering beneath it. Under that illuminated grille sits the kind of powertrain a Century demands. A twin-turbo V8 hybrid tuned for silent, effortless torque, because a Century should never sound like it is struggling. It should move as though the road has already surrendered. Press the accelerator and the electric assistance delivers immediate response, while the V8 provides the deep reserve of power needed to move this enormous body without drama. Adaptive air suspension reads the road and isolates the cabin before passengers can feel what lies beneath the tires. It rises when the surface becomes difficult, then settles lower on the highway for greater stability and silence. Full-time four-wheel drive keeps the Land Cruiser DNA alive. Rain, snow, broken roads, and loose terrain should never change the experience inside. Outside, the world can be falling apart. Inside, the T should remain still. Surrounding everything is Toyota's complete safety technology. 360-degree cameras, automatic emergency braking, lane assistance, blind spot monitoring, night vision, and active systems constantly watching the road. Because when an SUV carries passengers this comfortably, protection is not simply a feature, it is the entire job description. But here comes the advantage. The German brands do not want you calculating. Buying an ultra-luxury SUV is only the first bill. A Rolls-Royce or Maybach can punish its owner every month afterward. Parts are priced like artwork. Service appointments feel like medical procedures, and one unexpected warning light can turn a peaceful morning into a financial emergency. The Century plays a completely different card. At its core, this is still built with the over-engineered philosophy associated with the Land Cruiser. The hybrid system keeps fuel consumption under control. The mechanical components are designed around longevity, and if Toyota delivers the full Century ownership treatment, customers receive white glove service without the terrifying European invoice. Other luxury brands sell you a flagship, then charge you rent on it. Toyota hands over the key and leaves you in peace for the next decade. Now we reach the fight. And this is where the Century becomes dangerous. A Mercedes Maybach GLS can cost roughly twice as much. A Rolls-Royce Cullinan can reach nearly 3 times the price before its options are added. Even a fully loaded BMW X7 or Range Rover can enter similar financial territory, yet neither gives you this exact combination: an illuminated royal grille, a standing hood ornament, gold-stitched reclining thrones, powered rear leg rests, a crystal gear selector, the golden Phoenix crest, and Land Cruiser engineering underneath it all. That is Toyota's strategy.